Now for the TGS news at 6. 7, yes.
Hello and welcome to the TGS News. I'm Gerry Ballitcher.
And I'm Rodney Scheisensterer. In today's news, feral goats devour farmer's wife and strange alien beings wreak havoc in the city.
To our first story now. Feral goats are said to have eaten a farmer's wife in Blaine County. We go over now live to our royal correspondent, Manuel Pleck, in Blaine County.
Oh, thank you, Gerry. I'm here at Boltonac Farm in Blaine County, where a group of infected goats have snapped after drinking highly contaminated water from a stream on the farm. The Environmental Protection Agency are on the scene doing tests right now into the cause of the contamination. The whole area has been cordoned off. One of the investigators told us earlier that it could be coming from a chemical leak from humane labs via a small stream that interjects here at the farm stream. Human labs have refused to comment on the situation. I wonder why. The goats made their way into farmer Boltonac's property in the early hours of this morning and are said to have attacked Mrs. Boltonac not long after gaining entry. Here's what Mr. Boltonac had to say on the situation.
Well, me and my wife were on the couch doing a bit of canoodling, and then all of a sudden, this group of goats came bursting in through the door. I jumped off Sheila, and I fell over trying to run away because my pants were around my ankles. The goats then started looking at my junk, but then they turned their eyes towards my wife because obviously it wouldn't have been enough for them. And then they started gnawing and shredding at her until the screams stopped. My poor Sheila. This reminds me of the time I lost my Jezebel. We used to make love in the barn every Wednesday until one day she too was taken from me and I never saw her again.
Was Jezebel your ex-wife?
No, Jezebel was one of my pigs.
We will, of course, bring you more updated information on this breaking story as it comes into us. I'm Manuel Pleck, reporting live from Boltonac Farm in Blaine County. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Manuel. Sad story there. What's next? Chickens with AK-47s? In our next story, sightings of alien beings have been reported and are causing havoc in San Andreas. Here's Maximus Chin with that report.
Thank you, Rodney. I'm here in the city of San Andreas, where earlier today 3 alien-like beings were seen causing what can only be described as absolute chaos. These bits of footage were sent in to us by members of the general public. And as you can see, it's pretty bad. The origins of these beings are currently unknown, but there is additional footage that is being sent in of what seems to be a UFO falling from the sky and crashing on Mount Chiliad. Question is, could this be linked? I'd bet my left nut on it, Rodney. We'll show you that footage now. Truly astounding. Well, that's all that we have on the story so far. I'll let you know when there's more on it. Until then, I'm Maximus Chin in San Andreas. I'm off for a pint. Back to you in the studio. Absolute bastard.
Thank you, Maximus Chin.
Looks like he took a bit of a whack there. He'll be alright. He'll have took it on the chin.
Well, it's hard to miss. Sport now with Leroy Ashcrust.
Thanks, Gerry. I'm Leroy Ascrust, and this is the sports news. We start with golf now, and last night, after a game between Colin Wedge and Alan Birdie, a dispute took place which led to Alan Birdie being mowed down by Colin Wedge in a golf buggy. The incident resulted in Alan Birdie being rushed to hospital, where he then sadly succumbed to his injuries. Security has also been tightened at the golf course since the incident, and before being apprehended by the police, Colin Wedge had this to say.
He started it. He always cheated. He was crap at golf, and he was putting my wife. I regret nothing.
To jet skiing now, but not your usual jet skiing, blind jet skiing. Here you see the first set of blind jet skiers practicing for the Blind Jet Skiing Championships. There's 2 teams, 3 members in each team. A series of trials are completed, and the team with the highest score wins. This team are the Blaine County Bats, and as you can see, their training is going, well. We asked a member of the team how it felt to take part in such an event.
Yeah, feel the waves. I think it's great to have the chance to compete in such an event. It takes a lot of skill to do this sort of thing, and I have great hopes in our team winning the Blind Jet Skiing Championships. I can see it really catching on. I can feel it catching on. Are you still there?
Geez, blind jet skiing, huh? What's next? Olympic breakdancing? Well, that's the sport for now. I'm Leroy Ascrust. Have a fucking great day. Now watch this. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Leroy. Such a shame about Alan Birdie.
It certainly is. Colin Wedge had better keep a tight grip on the soap in prison.
Yes, he doesn't want someone getting a hole-in-one now, does he?
Now we go to the weather correspondent, Bradley Bradshaw.
Thank you, Gerry, and welcome to the weather report with me, Bradley Bradshaw. Today, I'm reporting from this magnificent yacht, and I'm joined by the yacht's captain, Captain Ivor Biggin. Hello there, Captain.
Hello, Brad. Welcome aboard my yacht. I've named my yacht the Peens, and as you can see, my Peens is rather big. I'm very happy that you're here on my Peens. And after reporting the weather, feel free to have a good look at what my Peens has to offer. If you wouldn't mind, you can help me clean my Peens after you report, as it needs a really good polish. Sometimes the Peens is a bit too big for me to polish on my own, so I would appreciate the help. Anyway, I'll let you get on with your weather report.
Okay, Captain, I'll definitely help you polish your peens after. Now on with the weather. As you can see, in the southern part of San Andreas, the weather is delightful, with clear skies and the temperature of 40 degrees, following on until later this evening. However, for Blaine County, the same cannot be said. High winds, heavy rain and tornadoes are forecast, and we are expected to also encounter this at around 11 p.m. this evening. Hopefully, the government will turn their weather machines off and let us avoid a storm. I doubt that, don't you, son? Anyway, that's the weather for San Andreas. Until next time, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Captain Biggin.
Goodbye.
I'm Bradley Bradshaw on board the Peens. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Brad, for that report. I hope that storm does not hit us later.
Yes, very scary. I hope it doesn't interrupt my flight to Vice City later. Anyway, that's it for the TGS news this evening. So until next time, goodbye from me.
And it's a goodbye from me.
Goodbye.